what we do is we make all our beds out of fir 2x6. We used to do a metal corner on the inside. We found that the screws would rust away, and then the bed would start to fall apart. Not what you want. So we relocated where the screws go, and we put them on the outside. So now if a screw rusts away, and we don't use the zinc-coated screws, we use the coated ones that are either green or a brown, and they'll go probably 7-8 years before they rust. Now if a screw goes bad or a board goes bad, we just back the screw out, put the new board in, or put a new screw in. And then to act as a leg to keep things stabilized while we're really roughhousing in the beds, filling them with dirt, digging potatoes with a spading fork and prying up, on the side here, running a little mantis tiller through here, turning the beds over. These will keep the beds square and tight together. The boxes vary between 32 and 36 inches, and the reason for that width is that it's the length of the average person's arm. You can reach halfway across and never set foot in a bed. Then we do a galvanized conduit strap that's 1.25 inches. Then we'll strap that to a Schedule 40 1.5 or 1.25 PVC. And this is what we call our receivers. And in the spring, we do hoops out of 3/4 inch poly pipe, which is nothing more than your main line for your sprinkler system. It's very flexible, and we will bend it so that it goes in each receiver like this. Then we'll take the road cover and drape over the bed and the poly pipe. Then we'll keep that in place with a clip, and it just snaps right over top of the poly pipe and stays tight. We'll put 5 little snaps over the hoop, and we try and keep the hoop about 2 feet off the bed. That way, if the plants get too tall, they won't hit the top of the net on a real frosty night. And where the greenery hits the road cover, it will get nipped by frost. So we try and keep all the growth away from the shade, the road cover. Then we'll put 5 little snaps, about 1 6 or 8 inches up, 1 about a foot, a little bit more, 1 at the top, and then it just goes over top. And then once that we're done with the frost and we harvest the broccoli, cauliflower, whatever is in this bed, then we'll take 1 inch Schedule 40 PVC, drop it in the receivers like it shows on the back here, and we'll put our vining crops on the west side of the bed, and we'll start growing all the vining crops, the cucumbers, the the cantaloupe, and this year we're going to grow acorn squash up a trellis net. We've already grown watermelon and Hubbard squash in our backyard on a trellis net, so it's no problem at all.
No.
All of this is available through seed catalogs in bulk. We weave it across the top,
Okay.
and then down the side, we take zip, like a 6-inch zip tie, and start at one end at the top and put a zip tie, go down to the other end and pull the top row taut. Then we drop down about 3 squares, do a zip tie at this end, then we go down to this end, pull it taut, and put a zip tie. Then we drop down 3 or 4 more squares. At this end, put a zip tie. Then we go down here and put a zip tie. We may put about 3 or 4 zip ties down the side. So we've got little tomato clips that we use. And then at the hinge, we put the side of it in the hinge, put the vine through the loop, snap it shut, and now this won't slide up and down, and your vine can move in here. And then if you have a lot of vines coming up in one area, you can take 2 of these, snap them together, and then hook one hinge here, and then have all 5 or 6 vines coming up through 2 tomato clips.